Hey ladies and gents, we're back on the road. Today we have been invited by Super Performance at Capalaba to come and check out what they've got on the go. They've done some quality builds over the years. Crisscross Helvet, the airbag suspension setup. Mel from Dad's Garage, his Merc. Can't wait to see what they got on the go today. They feature on Rides Down Under, 7-mate program as well. So yeah, let's go and check it out, guys. Here I am with Grant from Super Performance.
Yeah, hi Chris, good to see you.
Good, thanks so much for giving us the opportunity to come out and have a chat with you today. Mate, yeah, just give us a bit of a rundown, like how long have you guys been operating for here?
Okay, well, Super Performance itself started back in 1978. There was a family business and they used to import used engine out of the USA and pickup trucks predominantly. I bought the business back in 2005 and we've been here ever since. My son Todd now is heavily involved in the business and it's more his doings than mine, so I'm taking a back seat. The goal when we bought the business was to turn it into a car building facility with a one-stop shop.
Awesome. Yeah, so what sort of services you offer? I noticed there's quite an array of things happening here.
Yeah, I guess most of the people have probably already seen us on the TV show Rides Down Under Workshop Wars. So we receive a car here and the car typically doesn't leave the premises, so we do fabrication, rust repairs, paint, panel, motors, gearboxes, diffs, wiring, trim, pretty much everything. So the car rolls in, it goes out a finished product. We use outside engineering to assess the vehicle, so we don't do that internally. We use an outside roadworthy person, so there's a couple of different industry experts that look at the car once we've finished to make sure that it meets all the safety criteria.
Beautiful.
And then we go through a fairly stringent commissioning and road testing program before we hand the car to the owner with the keys.
What's the process for someone that wants to get a build done by you guys?
Initially we get them to come in. They don't necessarily always need to bring the vehicle. We sit down, we have about a 10-page document that we sit down with the customer initially. We get them to write down all the questions we ask, and the most basic document is just tips on building a car. So when we fill out the tips, it's how you're going to use the car. Is it just registered with number plates on a Sunday cruiser, or is it going to be a street strip car, or it might go to Willowbank or Lakeside or up to Bunaraby or somewhere else? Awesome. Or is it a competition vehicle? So we do predominantly street cars, but we do the odd race car as well. So some of those are circuit racing, some are drag racing. We don't really get involved in speedway, and we do the odd marine engine as well. So
wonderful.
When a customer comes in with a vehicle, we usually like to try and sit down with them and their partner if they've got a wife or a girlfriend, or find out exactly what they plan to do with the vehicle. Then from there we form out a detailed plan.
People can get in touch with you, Facebook, Instagram, come into the shop, phone call, email.
Yep. We get a lot of old-fashioned phone calls. I guess predominantly our customer base is people typically 35 plus.
Yep.
And car building is a very passionate thing, so you can't build a car remotely without lots of communication. We have built several cars where the customers haven't been to the premises. We did one for a customer in Afghanistan some years ago.
Nice.
And then he got posted to Iraq. So he never actually saw the car finish until such times he flew back to Australia to pick it up. We did all of his work with photographs, emails and phone calls. That was pre-COVID, so that was using a lot of technology early in the piece. And then since then we've done some cars for people overseas, again, just through Zoom and meetings and photographs and emails and lots of correspondence. But it is simpler if people fly up. So we've got a lot of interstate customers now. They'd typically come up. Yeah, if we've got a car that's heavily into the build where we've got maybe 2-3 people on it at a time, we'll get them to come up probably monthly and sit down for a couple of hours, go right through and make sure that the car's going to end up the way they envisioned it, make sure that we've got the colours right, the trim looks right, the motor, all that's on song, and it all runs sweet and does the thing that they want it to do.
Nice.
We've got a large parts area up the front, which is, I think last time we did the stock take, it's a bit over 600 Ks worth of spare parts, which is a scary number. Awesome. Now there's a lot of parts.
So guys, if you're keen, any parts, anything like that, sing out and yeah, get in touch. Grant and Todd, yeah, huge shout out to you guys. Thanks so much for giving us the opportunity to come through the shop. Yeah, really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing what's in store in the future, guys.